get integrated with ESPN because WWE World Champion Cody Rhodes went on First Take and had a proposition for Stephen A. Smith. Take a listen.
Stephen A., I feel like I've heard you mention multiple times that you want to get into the management side of things, or at least touch it one time.
Yeah,
Bobby the Brain Heenan, Mr. Heyman, these legends.
That's true.
This is easy. Come and do it. You can. I mean, I'm putting myself out there. You could manage me, and it's an easy night at the office. It's an easy night.
Stephen A.
Stephen A.
What are you doing Saturday?
Cody, I got to talk to the bosses.
The offer will exist. It just is out there in perpetuity. You take it whenever. It's an easy night for you.
How generous.
Yeah.
So the problem with that is Stephen A.'s got NBA playoff responsibilities. That's why he has to talk to his bosses. And Stephen A. went on to say, maybe next year, because he knows he'll still be WWE champion. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena this weekend. Would you turn on a wrestling match if you knew that Stephen A. Smith was going to be a wrestler for a manager for one of the wrestlers as a non-wrestling fan, Theo?
No. But I would watch the clips on like Twitter or Instagram afterwards. I would not watch that event live to see the Stephen A. Smith moments, but if I scroll on my timeline and I see Stephen A. Smith at a wrestling event, I have to play. You don't skip over a Stephen A. Smith clip. You just don't.
Are you familiar with the role that a manager takes in a wrestling world?
Yes. You stand like ringside. Sometimes they get involved in the fight.
Of course they do. We've seen Snoop Dogg get involved where he drops the elbow when Shane McMahon tore both his meniscuses and they needed to improvise.
This could do very well. First of all, Stephen A. Smith is the perfect personality to go out and do wrestling. He's a theatrical guy. He's going to give the drama. He's going to give the flair. It's going to feel disingenuous at points, but it's going to be fun. There'll be a lot of great memes that come out of this.
Remember the Ball family took on WWE back in the day and got in trouble? They're dropping expletives on TV.
Absolutely. I will never forget the LeVar Ball run, which has sadly come to an end. He lost his foot, right?
Or like damn near, something like that. Some sort of the same condition. Wait, he lost his whole foot?
I think his foot is like gone. I've seen pictures of him in a wheelchair with like more of a, I don't know what you want to, I'm not going to call it anything. I think he lost his foot. Stephen A. Smith, going back to him, here's the one thing I have an issue with. You're acting like we need this guy on NBA coverage.
That's true. In the first round.
He's not Stephen A. Smith is one of the great orators, one of the greatest debaters of this time. In fact, he's thinking about running for president, right? Like this is how good this guy is at verbal sparring. I want to be quite clear with you right now. In fact, let me turn the music off just for a quick second. I want Stephen A. to hear me. You know how he gets real dramatic? He says,
of course.
Turn C-Cat's camera on. Turn Mike Rizzo in the other studio there's camera on. I want to see their face when I say this. You are not essential to the NBA coverage. We will do perfectly fine watching these playoffs without Stephen A.'s take. And I don't say this like disparagingly. He's a great NBA analyst, commentator, fun guy to listen to and to hear his takes on. We can miss you for a weekend for WrestleMania. Take the offer. Take the offer. You can come back in the second round. You know what? The Knicks might be bounced by then, but you can still come back in the second round and have your fun. Stephen A., do not punt on WrestleMania when we don't necessarily need you for NBA coverage in the first round.
All right, fair enough.
So, he's probably gonna get clowned for some of his takes in the first round, anyways, because this is where the teams that he probably hasn't been watching as much are going to be more active.
That's true. When all the analysis is on the 1 or 2 seed in the series, and that's why he would do well in wrestling, because you don't have to know too much. You just have to deliver it well.
Yes, and he's so great at delivering, and he is also he's star. He's very star centric and star focused because he knows ratings. So he would do great with wrestling.
Yeah, John Cena is on First Take often, actually. Like he's on ESPN plenty of times, whether it's promoting a movie or promoting his big pay-per-view match, like it will be Cena versus Rhodes. You should watch that match, by the way.
I won't.